It'd be quite a challenge.
Hey, Darlene. Karen? Hello, Karen.
Darlene's going to take me in? Okay.
And Sharon and Arlene, welcome.
Nothing personal, sorry.
Al, if you care to change countries and fly a long way east, my daughter's moving out the end of the month. I'm going to have a space.
Oh,
Yeah, there's something about going to the US that isn't too attractive.
Why am I not surprised that you're saying that?
I mean, I go, but we're going to Oregon in November, but it's temporary.
Just, it's all good.
I'm John's.
yes,
Hey, Karen.
Laura,
Oh, Lauren, of course.
the
Yeah.
bride. She
Of
changed
course.
her name.
I don't think she's a bride anymore, though.
No, she's an old married lady. It's, it's over a year. You're going on 2?
Yeah, we're actually on 2. We're going into 3.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How time flies.
Yeah, it does fly. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Hi, Marianne.
Hi.
That was enthusiastic.
We're looking forward to seeing you in about 6 weeks, I guess.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be good. It'll be happy days.
Happy days are here again.
See? Don't give up your day job, dear.
No, I'm retired, so I can still sing and not worry about it.
Oh, and here comes Phil. Welcome, Phil. This is so lovely to see everybody. So Brooke, I imagine Beth was in touch with you about a song.
It was a fill-in short chant type song. However, for the opening, we'll go back to another Earth song that I've chosen.
Thank you.
The other one that Beth had sent, it could be used as a shorter close or whatnot, and that's the way we'll go down today. Okay.
Thank you, Brooke. Yeah,
And we'll start the recording now.
thank you.
Welcome to all, including Facebook Live and YouTube Live. This is an online circle of light of a special nature, and it's repeated the first Friday of each month. And it is for our dear Mother Earth and your very special host, Judy Dunbar and Yvonne Marie Riley. Welcome to all.
Thank you, Brooke, for that warm welcome. And indeed, it's so lovely to be here and to see each one of you here as well. With your desires to serve in this way, to open your soul to the essence of God's love, this divine, strong, powerful, healing, transformative, healing energy, not only for ourselves, but of course, through our prayers today, we'll be generating, I'm sure, quite a lot of energy. And today we invite you to focus it on harmony and healing for our Mother Earth. We do have a lovely circle planned today. Al and Jean are here with us, of course, and perhaps we'll be graced with a message from one of our celestial angel friends. And Brooke is going to open up the circle with a song selection. And Yvonne is going to offer the opening prayer, and then we'll move into silent prayer. Thank you. Over to you, Brooke.
Lord of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. For the wonder of each hour of the day and of the night, hill and vale and tree and flower, sun and moon and stars of light, Lord of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful For thyself, best gift divine to our race, so freely given. For that great, great love of thine, peace on earth and joy in heaven. Lord of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. Oh, Lord of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful
Thank you, Brooke. We walk upon this earth, dear God, feeling and seeing the beauty and diversity of this miracle that is our home. We feel joy and happiness as we stand before the ocean, feeling its incredible power, yet its ability to bring a sense of peace. We laugh as we watch the animals at play, always in perfect harmony. We walk in the forest and marvel at their beauty, the color of the leaves changing to red and oranges. So, dear God, we ask that you pour your divine love into us and through us to our earth and our world, so every being can feel the touch of your love. We do this, dear God, with gratitude and love for this precious place, our Mother Earth, our home. We love you, dear God. Amen.
Amen.
I greet you as a brother and sister. I am White Cloud. When I walked the earth, which wasn't that long ago, the world was still innocent. And certainly the world that I inhabited was more a reflection of the harmony with God than what it is today. And when I walked the earth, the Europeans were just coming to be a part of this land. And you can see how the attitudes and ideas of that place in the world has affected everything. The world was innocent in my day. And yet, those from the northern lands of Europe have sullied the minds and the actions of so many, creating a reality, a viewpoint, and an expression of biases and desires that has objectified this beautiful earth and made it something that it is truly not. The common belief was that the earth was made for men, that indeed men would take advantage of all that the earth had to offer. But the earth was made to foster life and all its variety and diversity. And humanity is just one part of this. Because of the power of thought and deed that humanity has, they have manipulated the world and utilized much of the world for their own advantage and their own gratification. Thus, you have what you call a materialistic society. And that is about to change, my friends. For like every civilization, it peaks and then falls rapidly. And so it is with yours, with this perspective, with this material viewpoint. You are all ensnared in this perspective. You are all participating in it. And unfortunately, you will all suffer the consequences of the collapse of this society, these peoples that desire to control and to dominate the world. You'll all be humbled, my beloved friends, and you all come to know how you have depreciated this world by your thoughts and actions. This is not punishment by God. This is merely the natural order reestablishing itself. And those of you who are wise within your souls, who seek the guidance of God, the creator of all, and who seek to be a light, a channel of love, will find less impact from these changes than those who are in ignorance and who have blithely gone along the road of human endeavor and its conditions. So, my friends, difficult times are coming, and you will find that the material gratification will no longer be a part of your life in a way that it is now. I am not suggesting that the roof over your head and the food in your bellies will be removed, but the way in which this will change in accordance to the changes that are coming. God will look after you. God always does, to those who are faithful and who desire to be in harmony with his laws of love. But when you pray to be protected and guided, do you know what the answer to that prayer is at any given moment? No, my friends. It comes often surprisingly, and often not in accordance to your desires and your expectations. But your needs are met, and the blessings are given, and so it shall be. Be humble in your actions, my friends. Be true to your souls, which are true to God. And you will find a great detachment from these conditions and addictions and predilections and desires that come from the material viewpoint. Thus, your life will be simpler and more in harmony with the way God has intended. We were in harmony with God's intentions. We lived a life that was healthy, strong. We honored one another. We loved one another. And so you may take a page from our book, our experience and examples. But you cannot turn back, my friends. You can only forge ahead. So the adjustments and conditions that will evolve will reflect more harmony and will also adapt to what has been and what is now in your world, but changed in a way that will bring greater harmony. There is much coming. We have told you this many times. It creeps closer. Do you not feel it? Do you not know that you must prepare yourselves? Be strong, faithful, ardent in your prayers and desires to be in alignment with God. In this way, you will avoid the tumult in ways that others cannot. And you also be channels of love, channels of wisdom, channels of light for God, who will guide you and use you to bring harmony back to the world. You pray for this, and so it is and will come in its own way and means. Develop your sensitivities, the gifts of your soul, which comes with God's love, blessing your soul. And in this way, the road forward will be made clear, and the capacities and gifts of your soul will be utilized to comfort and help many. Yes, humanity has made life difficult. God's creation suffers. You suffer, although you have distracted yourself well from that suffering. But indeed, everything on this earth is suffering. It is time for God's intervention to set forth a new way, to set aside the way of man and reimpose the way of God. And so it shall be, my friend. And you who aspire to be in alignment with the way of God will know the way, be guided forward, and be blessed accordingly. I am White Cloud, And my love for you is great, a great compassion. I still live in harmony, but that harmony is now the harmony of the celestial heavens, where nature and life abound in such beauty and harmony. It would bring you to tears to see it as it is meant to be in these beautiful realms. Humanity's creativity has made for great and beautiful expressions of life in co-creation with God. And so you will learn how to do this, my friends. In time, humanity will learn to make a paradise on earth, not through the exertions of the mind, but through the wisdom of the soul. God bless you, my friends. White Cloud loves you. Indeed, I enjoy my connection and friendship with your dear friend, Barbara. We are now closer than ever, and I'm glad that I was her guide. Continue to walk with her as she walks with me in the halls of peace and heaven and beauty and light. God's heaven of love is ours, and we are truly, joyfully a part of it. Blessings to you, my friends. May the great white spirit touch you deeply with his love. God bless you. God bless you all.
Oh, gracious, gracious God, we thank you so much for bringing us together in this communion, this desire for your love, for your healing touch upon us and through us. Healing for our beloved Mother Earth. We thank you for responding so beautifully to our prayers, for uplifting us and nourishing our souls and strengthening the lattice of light in this world and the portals in this world and the love bonds and fellowship between us. Oh, gracious, gracious God, we ask that for your help in walking in joy with you, uplifting us with your love each time we open in prayer for this great blessing. May it strengthen our faith. And may, dear God, together we make a difference. Together, our thoughts be thoughts of light, our actions in harmony as we grow to know your laws more deeply, and as we make a sincere effort to walk in harmony with Mother Earth, for the blessings are there, such wondrous blessings. We thank you and we love you. Amen. Wow. Thank you, everybody, for your contributions. What a powerful prayer. I feel a lot of healing generated today. And Al, what a beautiful message from White Cloud. And Yvonne, your opening prayer. Thank you so much. It's very lovely. Does anyone have something they would like to share in response to today's prayer? I know the message from White Cloud was quite a somber one, but for those of us who've been, attending these circles for some time, not really new, but I really did sense more a sense of urgency and encouragement for us to truly prepare ourselves through strengthening our prayer practice. Phil, I see you're unmuted. Do you have something you'd like to?
Yeah, Jenny, thank you. You used the word somber. I would say that was a sobering message. And I know it's been said in not those exact words from other spirit communicators, but I think it's really important for us to take it in and to think about it, feel what it's really meaning. And I would like to make this comment about that. He mentioned the European civilization that pretty much has now dominated the whole world in terms of its worldview and economic and political structures, but that all these civilizations in the past that have risen, they rise, they thrive, then they fall. And I think that in terms of, well, European and world history, at least Western world history, the most significant empire like that was the Roman Empire. And when it began to fall in, the late fifth century, it fell dramatically in some areas of the empire and more slowly, even in decades and centuries in others. But as that was happening, what also arose was the rise of monasticism. And I know that there's been some discussion among our prayer circles about sanctuaries. And I think what's going to happen is that, I mean, clearly, if you just read it, look at the TV news or any news on the internet, we're in a declining worldwide civilization. There's no question about it. But what I think will happen is that people in cities and communities, small towns all over the world, when our economic system starts to really dramatically collapse, we're going to be forced to come together to share our resources, to share um, our sympathy, to share our trust among each other. And those that can't do that, and these will be smaller communities. Those that can't do that are going to be angry, insane. I mean, it's going to be dramatic. So I just say that because I think we're in a position to, as White Cloud said, we've been telling you this. It's going to happen. It's going to be dramatic, and you're preparing for it through prayer and through coming together. So, we don't all have to go to a foreign country and create a sanctuary that costs $1 million, but we can certainly create this kind of thing where we live among people who are at least open to hear what we have to say and to pray with us. So, and again, when I heard that message, I was overwhelmed with all these thoughts and feelings. So I had to share it. Thanks.
Thank you, Phil. Very insightful, and you're right. We will need to rely on our communities, and each of us is going to play, I believe, quite a critical role in our own way, through quiet leadership or not so quiet leadership. But yes, it'll be interesting times ahead, very challenging times ahead as well. Al, what was it like for you channeling that message? Did you have any other impressions along with it?
Well, I thought of my experience with White Cloud a number of years ago when we were in the Okanagan, and he took me on a journey. We meditated in a field in a beautiful area in BC. And he was there and he took me on this journey horseback when he was on Earth. So it was like a memory type thing, and how pure and free and beautiful was their lives were just glorious. And I really got a sense of it. And I thought, oh, I guess that's what is coming eventually. Although he said that, it wouldn't be the same as when he walked the earth, but there'd be similarities. And also thought of Jane Goodall, who just passed away, and she said, everything you do, every day you're alive, you're having an impact on the earth. So be aware of that and make the right choices. So I think that was quite profound, and that was a quote from her that I read as a in memoriam to her passing. I have a great deal of admiration for that woman and her capacity to bridge the gap between nature and humanity, and her insights, her beautiful perspective of things. So yeah, a lot of things were going on in my mind through that prayer, and yeah, White Cloud was always lovely, and I loved how he mentioned Barb. It
Yeah.
said,
Yes.
well, we're friends, you
Yeah.
know, in the celestial um, spheres, you know, we hang out together. So he was Barb's guide for many years, many years. In fact, all her life, I believe. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Anyone else? Oh, Deborah.
Thank you. Yes, I also something that stuck with me from what White Cloud said to us today. And I have to paraphrase because I don't know the exact words, but more or less he was saying, you don't really know. Even you think you're being guided to what's coming, and but you just don't know. And for me, I took it to mean that rather than trying to figure it out and spending, time and energy uh, trying to, use my intellect or tap into others' intellect to figure out, when, where, how, all this sort of thing, that rather the time is spent better to really be at home with myself and in connection with God, and to just let the course of nature work through me. Yeah.
Absolutely. And well said.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
I thought it was a beautiful prayer, and I loved all the sharing, and I appreciate your responses, Phil, with what you said, and I think and Deborah, of course, everyone, but I feel a great deal of hope as we sit together in the Zoom connection, and we are on this wonderful page together, that we know that all is well, truly, with God's help. But there's unity, where there's unity in love, all is possible. So I agree that we truly will need each other in different ways, because God will guide us all, and we will find that way. But I'm just thankful that we can discuss these things here and prepare. And we have so much help from the other side, all the angels, right, spirit, stellar friends, so many. So it's it's going to be quite tremendous, but we don't have the faith. I guess this is where that, like what Deborah was saying, that deeper the faith, the more the core of your being will not be so disturbed with what is going to take place. So it's really quite the preparation, because what they say is that often things happen in the spirit world. They see it before we see it. So sometimes whatever's happening, they see it ahead of us. So it's we're gleaning a lot and preparing, because as we keep growing and praying harder and coming together more wherever we can, there's going to be wonderful answers and surprises of joy that we would not have expected either in all of this. But it's freedom for the world. It's freedom that needs to happen, and for the generations of children coming and people, it's critical. And God is being so merciful. So we're going to be saved through this as salvation of humanity, this plan, and the salvation of Mother Earth. God would not let this earth be destroyed. And to understand that, how great thou art. I mean, how grateful we are to understand that truth. So we're very fortunate to understand this, and will help to dissipate the fear that's going to come in great torrents, tremendous fear. And you can feel it now. The fear is, we're sensitive, so we feel it. So this is our work, to keep praying and visualizing our planet with white light, and every soul touched and blessed. And just in one big prayer, and we're working together. So yeah, it is very sobering. That it is quite a tremendous time to be alive and in communication with one another. So thank you for everything, everyone here. It was a beautiful, beautiful prayer. Thank you.
Thank you, Darlene. And I am also so struck, at this time of year, harvesting, just the abundance from Mother Earth. Really, the fruit trees are laden, the gardens this year, not just mine, but everyone that I seem to talk to is just so excited about the salmon returning. It was one of the biggest runs in years, and so there is an awful lot of hope here. And I like to think of it as God reaching out and encouraging all of us to, reach for that light, because we will be provided for in many ways. And I just thank each and every one of you for being here, and those who joined, through Facebook Live, for adding your beautiful prayers today and generating this light together. Thank you so much, Brooke, for your hosting.
We'll go out with the tune that was presented for us by Sarah Thompson, and its title is Deep Peace. Let's give a listen.
Thank you.
Deep peace of the rolling waves to you, deep peace of the silent stars, deep peace of the blowing air to you, deep peace of the quiet earth. Let peace, let peace, let peace fill your soul. May peace, may peace, may peace keep you whole. Deep peace of the rolling waves to you, deep peace of the silent stars, deep peace of the blowing air to you, deep peace of the quiet earth. Let peace, let peace, let peace fill your soul. May peace, may peace, may peace keep you whole. Deep peace of the rolling waves to you, deep peace of the silent stars, deep peace of the blowing air to you, deep peace of the quiet earth. Let peace, let peace, let
I'm not sure, but that cut off 3/4 of the way through. So, in silence, we thank you for joining in with us on this special, very first Friday of the month on a tribute to Mother Earth. And you heard from White Cloud through our gifted medium, Al Fike. So much are we blessed, and to share that's coming up. And what all was stated, in due time, we will be used in ways that we're kind of gently being used now for those who have an ear to hear. Thank you. And Judy, much appreciation. Al and Jean, and for, of course, Yvonne Marie Riley. Appreciate your prayer. So long, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Love you, Gina.
Love you.